Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in all Magic the Gathering formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you all for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan with Crocodile MTG, here bringing you another Magic the Gathering video. We are going to keep this hand. Today we are playing Dredge-less Dredge, which is an insane deck. I'm having a lot of fun with this deck. It's a deck from Pioneer. It is multi-color, so it's blue, black, and green. And we're going to go ahead and start with a Stitcher Supplier. Essentially, we're using these dredgers, getting a bunch of really good cards in our graveyard, and then bringing them back with their abilities to bring back things from graveyards. And I gotta tell you, like, this deck is great. Ooh, we're against mono red, maybe? They played a Ranunap Ruins. Alright, Soul Scour Mage. I see you there. And our deck is actually going to be really good against this, I'm pretty sure. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say yes. We're going to take a little bit of damage here. We're going to go ahead and play Satyr Wayfinder. And I think we're just going to... Okay. Alright, we got a Prized Amalgam in our graveyard. That's one way to bring back a bunch of stuff. And if our opponent doesn't have anything to get these blockers out of the way, we're preventing quite a bit of damage with these 1/1s. I think this matchup's actually pretty favorable in our favor. Ooh, they have the Ranunap Ruins, Castle, Emberthane. They have this awkward hand where they don't have 2 mana on turn 2 because of it. Wow, and our opponent getting aggressive, attacking in. We're going to play this Stitchers, block with the Stitchers because it helps our Dredge ability. Stitcher Supplier is honestly one of the best cards in this deck as a Dredge mechanic. Alright. Oh, and they have a Bomat Courier follow-up. Okay. Wow, and we just drew another Stitcher Supplier. So this is actually really good for us. So we're going to play Stitcher Supplier. And then next turn, we're going to get to play Haunted Dead by discarding 2 cards in our hand. And that's going to bring back any prized amalgams we want. Yeah, we might as well get in with the Satyr Wayfinder. Like, I'm not too worried about our life total because our opponent's going to be under a lot of pressure here in a minute. And every point in this deck counts. Alright, let's go ahead and pass the turn. So our opponent's going to have to discard a bunch of cards here. So if you've never played with Driven Despair, this is a really good card. This is out of Hour of Devastation. It's the Driven side is whenever a creature you control, creatures you control gain trample until end of turn, and it also gets the text whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So if you play the Driven side of it, it's still pretty good. The Insane side of it's Despair, which is the Aftermath side. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain Menace until end of turn. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. Oh wow, our opponent's attacking with both. I think I'm going to go ahead and just trade with this Bomat Courier here. Again, it's adding to our Dredge mechanic here, so I'm not sure what our opponent's plans are. They might shock or bolt the Bomat Courier, which is what? Oh, okay, that's targeting me. Okay. That's fine. Again, I don't care too much about our life total here. Alright, they have another Wild Slash? Okay. Our opponent's just going to discard their hand next turn. Alright, Stitcher Supplier down. And a Creeping Chill. Alright, this is going to be really good here. Watch this. Alright, so here's what I messed up last game. You guys got to be really careful of this. You want to play Haunted Dead or a Dredge ability at the second main phase, the end of the second main phase, because otherwise Prized Amalgam does not come back until your end step. So you got to be really careful of that. You got to make sure you're playing at the end of your opponent's main phase. So now Prized Amalgam triggers. If we would have done that at end step, it wouldn't have triggered until our turn. All right, so now, ooh, we just got a Prized Amalgam. So here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to play Driven Despair and make our opponent discard their hand. Because we're not under any pressure here, and making our opponent discard their hand's really good. And then I'm going to make our... I'm going to go ahead and play this Watery Grave tapped. Alright. I'd like to yield all, but each of them is a separate trigger, unfortunately. Wow, we hit all this. So Lightning Strike, Chain Whirler, Experimental Frenzy, 2 Experimental Frenzies. So we have something we're fighting against for sure. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play the Watery Grave because whatever we draw next turn, we can just discard to Haunted Dead. And I don't think our opponent's going to be able to do anything here, and they aren't. They go ahead and concede. So in this matchup, we definitely want our playset of Collective Brutalities, and I could see bringing in 2 or maybe 3 Fatal Pushes. I think 2 is the right number, though. We probably want 5. These 5 cards total. I think here, I think I just trim 2 Satyr Wayfinders, maybe a 3rd. I'm not 100%. We definitely leave the Creeping Chills in here. Ashiok's a really good card, but I don't think, with playing against Burnout, I think we want to be as aggressive as we can. I am going to take out a Driven Despair. So right away, that's what I'm taking out for the Collective Brutalities. Now, what do we take out for the Fatal Pushes? I don't even know if we need Fatal Push because Collective Brutality, 1, is so efficient. 2, Fatal Push is one of those situational cards, and we have like Stitcher Supplier and things to block. I'm not too worried about their creatures, to be honest. But maybe because we're being aggressive, maybe I trim 1 Gurmag Angler, bring in a Fatal Push. And yeah, I'm not really too worried about, like, the only other thing, maybe I can see trimming a Narcomoeba. So I'm going to put that in the takeout pile. So I'm going to take out 2 Satyr Wayfinders, and Narcomoeba, an Angler, and a Driven Despair, bring in the Collective Brutalities and Fatal Push. Oh, did I take out 1 too many? 5 for 5. Oh, I took out the Ashiok also. So I took out the Ashiok, so maybe I just leave the Narcomoeba in. Or maybe I just bring in the Fatal Push. Actually, I think it should be the Satyr Wayfinder. Alright, so I'm taking out 1 Satyr Wayfinder, 1 Driven Despair, 1 Gurmag Angler. I'm taking out the Ashiok from the main deck and the Narcomoeba. Sorry guys, my mouse is stuck on the zoom mode. Come on. Let me put my... What is going on here? There we go. I was like, let me put my cards in my deck that I want to put in there. Wow, that was weird. Alright, so there we go. So we brought in 2 Fatal Pushes and the 3 Collective Brutalities here. And there's a Collective Brutality, and we got 2 Stitcher Suppliers. We are keeping this hand. This hand is gas. And we can lead with a Blooming Marsh, too. Wow. Yeah. This is the hands we want every game. Draw something good. That's a Narcomoeba. Our hand's already so good, I don't know what else we could even draw to make it even better. Okay, there's a Haunted Dead, so that's pretty good for turn 2 also. But I am going to... it'd be cool to draw a Prized Amalgam here, because we need things to discard to this Collective Brutality. And I'm really against discarding the Stitcher Supplier, so... We'll see here what our opponent does. They're probably taking... Oh, no, they have Magma Spray. That sucks. Come on, get aggressive. Play another instant or sorcery. Actually, how does that work? I guess the diagonal still applies, because it deals in the form of -1/-1 counters. Pithing Needle. Are they going to Pithing Needle Haunted Dead? They should have played Pithing Needle before they attacked. That still triggers Prowess. Haunted Dead. Oh. Okay. Oh well. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and choose 3 modes. We're going to choose, we're going to choose, we're going to choose. And then we're going to discard Narcomoeba, and I think we can just discard this Overgrown Tomb. And we're going to get nothing. That sucks. They have another Soul Scour Mage. But, alright, we have 2 out of 3 in the modes. That did miss. That's unfortunate. So their hand... Okay, they drew a Swift Spear per turn. They play the Soul Scour Mage. That's fine. Yeah, them naming Haunted Dead with Pithing Needle, that's a line I don't know if I would have thought of. Alright, let's start with Stitcher Supplier. Alright, there's a Scrap Heap Scrounger, so I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 here for that. Alright, my graveyard keeps bouncing around, so I'm gonna put it up there. Hopefully y'all can see it. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you, Mana Traders, for sponsoring this video today. They're an awesome sponsor. They're a card rental service for MTGO. I honestly have been playing MTGO for like 5 years. I probably used Mana Traders for like 3 of those 5 years. And this past year, we got sponsored once we started making Crocodile MTG. So that was super awesome of Mana Traders, and I'm super fortunate to have them as a sponsor. They're super good to me. I'm surprised they didn't play Chain Whirler here. Yeah, they should have played Chain Whirler pre-combat, because then I couldn't have blocked, and they could have got an extra point of damage in. It doesn't matter. I'm bringing this back to back from the grave with the ability on the stack, but it's not gonna die. Oh no! It does matter. It does matter. You are very bad at this game. Me, not you at home. You all at home are probably really good at this game. Wow, that really sucked. I forgot that works that way. Any red source? Yeah. Now I'll put Scrappy Boy in the graveyard. I can't block anyhow, so might as well attack. They can block with Chain Whirler. I'm not too worried about that. They do have this Hazoret in hand, though, so we're actually not in a very good spot. Thank you for putting my Scrappy Boy back in the grave, where he needs to be. Alright, and Hazoret coming down and attacking. That's unfortunate. Attack with everything. If they attack with their Prowess guys, I'm just going to eat it. Or eat them. I really want to get rid of Soul Scour Mage in case they draw another like Goblin Chain Whirler or something. Hazoret's going to be a beating in this matchup. Yeah, I'm just going to eat this here. We're going to take 8, which kind of sucks, but yeah, we're at 5 now. Yeah, that's not good. I think I'm going to play Driven here. How many cards do we want? I don't think we're going to win this game, to be honest, but we're definitely getting in here. I guess go for the 2 cards, because if we don't find anything, we're dead anyhow. There's another Driven Despair and a land, so yeah, we're dead. We could have blocked. If they would have found anything off the top, no, we would have died either way, because we would have blocked Hazoret, and they would have just used Hazoret's ability to deal the last points of damage to us. So yeah, that's unfortunately going to be the game. All right, let's go back to the sideboard. We are on the play, so we do want to make sure we kill our opponent's things. That was just a beating from Hazoret there. And Hazoret, I don't really have a way to deal with Hazoret. Maybe I don't want Thoughtseize against. That just seems wrong. Thoughtseize against a mono red aggro deck. Yeah, that definitely doesn't seem right. Maybe I just keep things as they are, and then hopefully we just get lucky. We kind of got unlucky with our dredges that game. Like, they're just letting Stitcher's Supplier die. Like, they don't care. And we didn't hit. I think we might have hit 1 Creeping Chill, but still, that wasn't enough. Once Hazoret came down. This hand's not good. Let's mulligan. Alright, this hand's a little better. Oh, it does have a... Okay. It has a Stitcher Supplier. I like it. Alright, let's get rid of the Lanamore Wastes. Let's keep... How many cards? Mulligan to 6 cards. So I'm going to put the Lanamore Waste on the bottom. Alright. I'm going to start with Watery Grave, pay the 2, play Stitchers. Alright. We hit Satyr Wayfinder, Gurmag Angler. So, not great. Not a great start, but Stitcher Supplier's likely to die. So, I'm not frowning too much. Alright, they play Soulscour Mage. So, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to play Collective Brutality for everything. I'm going to discard Haunted Dead and Driven. And I'm gonna go after their hand. Oh, so they had a Magma Spray, so that's a good one to get away from. I might as well get in for 1 here. It doesn't look like they have any aggressors. They can hit us for 3 with Lightning Strike, and then they have the Chain Whirler, which kind of sucks, but we gotta hopefully find something better here. Oh, that was a perfect draw. Gather the Pack's really good in this deck. And I don't think I want either of these. I think I want them both in our graveyard. Which is an option. You don't have to take the card if you don't want to. Chain Whirler is going to kill both of these next turn, unfortunately, but that's okay. And I really gotta find a way to, yeah, Lightning Strike me. That's fine. They're going to play Chain Whirler. I got to find a way to get this Hazoret out of their hand. So Chain Whirler is going to take care of my board, unfortunately. I think they just jam it here, unless they're thinking about something. So I guess with Chain Whirler, if they... Oh, they're not going to play it? Interesting. So I'm going to wait on Gather the Pack. Because if they play Chain Whirler and... Are they just planning on getting Hazoret down next turn? I think I just have to be aggressive here. I'm going to go ahead and play Gather the Pack. Alright, there's a Stitcher Supplier, which I don't mind. Yeah, so are they just jamming Hazoret here? No, they played Chain Whirler. This might have been wrong from our opponent. Alright, there's a Narcomoeba. Wish we drew a land there. That would have been better, I think, in my opinion. Do I play Stitcher Supplier here, leave up Fatal Push for the Chain Whirler? No, I'd probably bring back Haunted Dead. And bring back the Prized Amalgam in our grave. That seems better. There's Bomat. Oh, and Hazoret can come down this turn. Wow, that's aggressive. Do I block Hazoret here? Or do I just get rid of Bomat? I guess I want to Dredge next turn if I draw land. Yeah, I don't want them to be able to refill their hand. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to play Grizzly Salvage here because chances of me finding a land that I want are pretty high. And I find a land I don't want. That sucks. I did find a Creeping Chill, though. I don't think I lose next turn if I just get in for 5. And I do have lethal on board next turn. We'll see what our opponent has in hand. If they had like a Searing Blood, I think that could kill us here. Because we're getting hit for 8, and they have to deal 3 to us and 3 to the Snark Amoeba. So Searing Blood would definitely do it. We'll see what they have, though. Alright, they're going to deal 2 damage to us. And they have 8 damage on board. So I do have to be a little worried here. That Creeping Chill, I think, saved us, to be honest. This game is really close. So if they don't attack, then I can just kill them. If they do attack, then I'm not sure if you guys can hear at home, but my dog is sleeping and snoring behind me, and I think it's kind of cute and adorable. Anyway, back to Magic. Definitely spot our opponent, and this is game 3, right? Yeah, yeah, because I aggroed out game 1, they aggroed out game 2. Oh, they have a Magma Spray. Okay. I have a Haunted Dead in the graveyard. They hit me the 1. Oh my goodness. What a position to be in. So now they can just draw with Hazoret. So I have to kill them this turn. So what gives us the best chance of doing that? I have to play the Stitcher Supplier and find a Creeping Chill. I think that's the only way. Creeping Chill. No Creeping Chill. I'm going to play Driven. And I'm going to get to draw 2 cards. One has to be a black source, and the other one has to be a Fatal Push. There's the Fatal Push. That's not a black source. I couldn't kill Stitcher Supplier. That's going to be the game. Good game, opponent. Oh, what a match. That was so close. I don't think there's anything I could have done there differently. Yeah, I don't know. Getting in for 5, I think, was right. But they had the Magma Spray. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and reevaluate that match. I don't want to do it here and bore you all. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out the next match for game number 5. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out the description below for more Magic the Gathering content. This was Jordan with Crocodile MTG, and we will see you next time.